Hi, Joe Cerrone.
Al Rosen.
Welcome to CAD 117 Intermediate AutoCAD. Al, would you like to talk about Module 1?
Yeah, if you could go down a little bit further for a moment, please. Keep going, keep going. There it is, where it says get started with AutoCAD and at Open. We have a couple things before we go on to our regular 10-minute video. Joe and I always like to listen to the students and see what's going on and change anything what we have to and whatever we can to get the students involved. If our students cannot learn in the way we're teaching, we must teach in a way our students can learn. And basically, any questions you have, come back to us, ask any questions, and text us, email us, whatever you have to do. The first thing on the list is the syllabus. The syllabus for this class, you left click on it, it highlights it. And it says right there, it says Joe Cerrone, Al Rosen. That's how we get a hold of us. It says D2L or EDU, either way you want to do it. The fall 2021 office hour right there is P134. And it's basically, Joe, you want to go over this a little bit here?
Sure. So this is the Intermediate AutoCAD course, and recommended is CAD 116. So you should have some CAD experience. And we go through more detailed drawing techniques using AutoCAD. We'll work with blocks and attributes to be able to automatically generate bills of materials. We'll use some external references, and we'll also do some three-dimensional drawing. So the learning objectives here are basically to be able to use the CAD system to solve problems in a lab environment using AutoCAD and the techniques that we were just talking about. Academic integrity, as far as those type of things, you want to avoid having problems with this. And mostly it's just about if you need an extension or if you're not able to meet your deadlines, you're better off to just ask for an extension than you are to take or do something from other people's work. So just ask if you need any help with that. We'll give a list of the outline of topics. The course will be taught online with an emphasis on solution of drawing problems. We'll use these two textbooks. We'll use the Technical Drawing 101 textbook and the AutoCAD Comprehensive, or you can also get the AutoCAD Advanced and its Applications 2020. There are PDFs in the D2L with the chapters to get started with.
And Joe, if they look real quick, we put in from 2018 to 2022. Any one of the books are fine years of the books. It's great, no problem. The only difference is as we go up in years of 2021, 2022, we have more bells and whistles that it's associated with those books. So, and that's basically all what it is.
Right.
I'll go down to our lab assignments and methods of evaluation, Joe.
Right. And so each week we'll have a lab, we'll have a quiz, and we'll have a final exam. And so every week it's mostly drawing based. And so we'll do these labs. We have a midterm and a final. I don't believe we do quizzes every week. Is that right, Al?
That's correct. We have some of them that are associated with a drawings itself or chapters. Might have a take home or whatever else you have to send back in, but that's about it. Basically, we want you to do all the drawings we can to get you used to doing our best for you.
Right. And if you have any special needs or anything, you can contact the Disability Resource Center, and they have good support for students.
Or you can contact us and we can contact them for you.
Right. We like to keep everything safe and sound.
Okay, if you go back up to his main splash page, please, and go down to where it's getting started real quick. The next thing are the topics. And the topics basically a sequence. Today is at 9:22. So we have fundamentals, a fundamental review, and that's in the textbook, chapter 1 of the Technical 101, and also introduction to 3D modeling. And that's chapter 1 in the thick book, heavy ones. And you can see what they look like because we put a little picture with it, along with it. We also, correction, I'm sorry. Also, we color coded our areas, so hopefully it's a lot easier for you to understand. Blue basically is for reading materials. Green is basically for D2L or drawing areas. Red would be testing and quizzes and etc. and magenta or purple are all videos that go along with it.
That's right. And so we'll be covering a chapter a week as we go through our material. So backing up here to today, we'll just kind of go through and review the fundamentals. And as this is an asynchronous course, we'll point out where the videos are for you to go through and see the technique involved to create these CAD models. And so next week, we'll go through chapter 2, Tech Drawing 101, and we'll look at chapter 2 from AutoCAD and its applications for solid modeling, creating primitives and composites. And then we'll continue on with that methodology. So if we look at some of the assignments, we can take a look at our first lab assignment, which will be this extrusion. And since everybody's had CAD or most people have had the basic AutoCAD, this will be our first assignment. We'll create the model in model space. Detail the drawing, dimension it, and then make a copy of it and create the extrusion.
And you could use press pull, or what was the other one?
Extrude.
Extrude. What's the difference between the two?
Press pull will create a region or a boundary shape, because if you try to extrude these without a region or a boundary around it, you'll get a surface. And so if we were to pull that up like that, that would be then,
It's a wireframe style.
right, a surface. And they're not as useful because we can't 3D print with them. So we want solid models. And to get solid models, what you need to do is to do something like a press pull, which will create a region within that. And it's glitching on me right now. So we'll do that next time.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then set up the title block in Paperspace. Set up the viewport at full scale 1=1 and lock the viewport. Just good technique. Create a secondary viewport with the isometric model on it. And so that's assignment 1. If we come back here to the main splash page and we take a look at the video for that, this is it right here.
That is correct. That's our lecture of it. That's a lecture of our video right there.
Intermediate AutoCAD. How do you salary ranges? So it's what those. So this is the textbook lecture.
That is correct. If you want to see the regular videos, they are still with the meat and potatoes, which is currently under content.
Terrific. And then for this week's assignment, Al, are we going to have them do all 3 of these exercises?
On top, they have a choice of one or the other one on top of the mechanical, and you have one architectural that has to be assigned to you.
So students are to choose one mechanical and then to do the architectural.
That is correct.
Perfect. All righty then. Let's see if there's anything else we need to cover. As far as the software going and being installed, you can install the software using this link right here.
And it goes over there. Hopefully by this time you should have I'm in good shape today, Joe.
A student account.
Yes, account. If you don't, all you have to do is click on that where it says sign in, and then it says create account if you need to. If you have one, sign in, you're all set. They've done something different this year. They used to have a 3-year contract with us. Now it's a 1 year, and you have to provide them with some kind of information of your email or something like a bill or your B number or whatever they're looking for.
Right. So they want to verify that you're a student. So you may need to provide them with a copy of your class schedule or something like that. And so, yeah, that's the big thing now in the pandemic is all the software companies are getting a lot more money now because everybody's using computers. So here's AutoCAD. We go to get product. And we're going to be using the Windows version and the 2020 version. That's what's going to match up with the textbook. If you use the Mac, it does look differently. So we recommend you put a Windows partition on if you're going to be one of those people who likes to watch the videos, because we have the AutoCAD for Windows on.
Or they can VP into the system itself and use any kind of software that currently is used by AutoCAD, by Open.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. So where do you have that in here?
That's under contents real quick. If you go down a little further, I guess it doesn't show up with you. I will make sure I get that put up.
Sure, I think it might be on the main splash page. Let me just go down a little farther and see.
My bad.
All right, we'll get there next time then.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pause the recording for a second. Resuming.
Okay, so if you have any questions on how or what to do on here, and you have problems getting to some of the software, if you need to do a VPN, that's visual networking, you can talk to us, and we will send you an email to it and a link to it. I think we have basically everything covered. We have our drawings we have to do. Joe, if you go down to our drawings real quick, or up our drawings, I'm sorry.
I believe they're up. Yeah, they're right here.
Okay. Remember, you have one of the two mechanical drawings you pick from and select. You have the architectural drawing you have to do. If you go down a little further, there's the B-size architectural, and that should get set up there. All you have to do is download it. If you want a different one, you don't like this one, we give it to you. You can do your own. B-size paper is the one we want you to use for everything else, making sure you put all your information, date, today's date, your name, and also the scale, please. Anything else, Joe? I think we've got it all.
I think we're pretty good. So for the first assignment, work on these drawings. You choose one of the mechanicals and then the architectural drawing. They're due on October 1st. Other than that, go through, take a look at the syllabus, the outline of topics, do the readings, and next week we'll open up module 2. With that, that completes this recording. We're going to stop the recording and open things up for questions.